back up in this thing, ready to get some on that wax.
Another session with the bros. BrosTalk. Where the beer's ice cold. BrosTalk. Another session with the bros. BrosTalk. Come and tell us what you know. BrosTalk.
Yo, what up, world? What up, peoples and tweeples out there? It's your boy T Broski. I got the homies, the guys, the players in here with me. Go ahead and introduce yourself, fellas.
This is Lando. What's up?
What's going on, y'all? This is Corey.
Hey, man, and this is BrosTalk. I'm gonna go buy one of them suits. I don't know how to get it. Somebody know, let me know.
You gonna do what?
Yeah, I mean, go buy one of them suits, like the "If You Really Want to Party With Me" Busta Rhymes suits. That's not even the song that he was on, but
No, it's to give
or
me some
the
way.
Ludacris one. There we go. I'll
Oh,
do the Ludacris one. But how
Is
y'all
that not
playing?
a Busta Rhymes song?
No, it was, but that just wasn't the
Oh,
song that he had that
okay.
the suit
Corey
on
ain't
in the
got no.
video.
Corey doesn't know no hip hop ball, so you gotta excuse him.
Damn, I thought he said that wasn't a Busta Rhymes song. And I was like, yeah, it is. But you're right. I don't know nothing.
No, well, according to people on TikTok, you definitely don't know shit.
Man,
You
you
know what I
damn
mean?
right.
A lot of
They be
people say
Well,
silent when I
that.
say
according
anything,
to
though.
YouTube, don't none of us know shit. We just be 3 to 4 however
Hey
the fuck
man,
it's wasting people's time.
Apparently.
I
Like
don't
it,
even listen to YouTube
I
because
don't listen
YouTube
to
just
any
be
of them.
people talking. Like sometimes people come with some rational facts on
Yep.
Facebook. Like sometimes you might find one on TikTok, but like YouTube seems like it's all the goofballs, man. They just want to goof off. And then when they say some wild outlandish shit, C is after A, not B. And then you be like, man, here's the alphabet. They be like, oh, snaps, just leave. Don't ever come back and clean their comment up or nothing. Just be like,
Nope.
all right,
Why
cool.
would they do that?
I don't know. You know what I mean? That's a whole nother part of things. Like you got to be invested to do that. So I appreciate the everybody that tunes in, everybody that watches, leaves a comment, subscribe, follows, likes, shares. We appreciate all of it, man. And that is almost like the more that y'all do for us, the more security we have with moving forward. I tried and I reached for this one, but this was my way of reaching for the first topic, which is the White House Correspondents' Dinner and lack of security.
What?
Oh, pulled a muscle to reaching
Well,
that
god
far,
damn.
man.
That boy Stretch Armstrong over there.
Oh man, I tried. I tried. I didn't have nothing, but that was.
He
We'll
said, "All
watch
right,
it
we can
back, and
go
then I'll
straight
be
into
like,
it. Fuck it. All right,
that
so
I'll watch
introduce.
back and be like, man, that was
No, no,
pretty
no. We
whack.
going.
But
We in there, baby. Let's go.
yeah. So the White House Correspondents' Dinner. I'm pretty sure everybody knows what's going on or what happened there yesterday or the other day. It was yesterday, but there was a shooting, or yeah, a shooting, security breach.
Excuse me.
Uh, some people would even say an attempt on the president's life. Right. Uh, I'll just we all know what's going on, so I don't need to get into particulars right now. We'll go through and pick particulars and stuff like that through. But overall, what did you think about it, and how do you feel about it, Lando?
Um, damn, where I got to start? Okay. I think it's weirdly convenient that this popped off at the only White House Correspondents' Dinner that Trump has ever attended. But if it's the only one that he ever attended, then when would it ever pop off? Right. First of all. Secondly, the security seemed weirdly loose for somebody to be able to get through and do anything like that. Like I've gone through target security for way low level shit. You know what I'm saying? Way low level monkey shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird. But on the other hand, he is the president of the United States. You know what I'm saying? There are assassination attempts made on the president all the time. You know what I'm saying? That are caught way in advance. These ones that we've seen in recent years have gotten way further than we've ever seen them get in maybe the last 40 years, ever since like Bush got shot. I mean, not Bush, but Reagan. But I don't know. It's just weird how it happens and how publicized it is because prior administrations have had similar problems, but they didn't get the drastic results that they had, and they weren't as publicized. So I think the whole thing is weird to me.
Okay, Corey.
Man, I get people don't like him, but god damn, yo, stop trying to kill the man. Like fuck. This is like number 5 or 6 attempt, like
Obama
major
had
attempts
11.
that were okay. Fair enough. I'm not trying to. So maybe the difference is,
That's why I
the
said
amount of
it
media
happens.
attention it
It happens
gets.
all the time. That's why I said that part. I didn't mean to cut you off. You know what I'm saying? But that's why
No, no, you're
I was
good.
giving like I don't ever wish the president to be dead or for any harm to come to any president. You know what I'm saying? But I was saying, but I was also acknowledging like it is something that happens, and it's the reason the Secret Service exists and things like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just usually these things are foisted way before they even get close to coming to fruition. They're usually captured like in the planning stage type shit. You know what I'm saying? So
So out of ignorance, because I literally don't know, um, have they caught any others like in the early stages that we just haven't heard about,
yeah, like
or is like
that's
the
how I even know that that it happened 11 times in the Obama administration. Like I didn't know it happened then, but it's been publicized. Like I know about maybe 2 or 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? I didn't
hmm.
know that there were 11 of them. And it's just when this happened this weekend is when the bigger conversation was being had. It's like, well, this has happened before. And I knew about Reagan being shot and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Because that's ancient history, you know what I'm saying? But so I was just like, the idea of people making an attempt or formulating the plan to make an attempt is not new, but how far people are getting in their attempts is very fucking new as far as the last 40 years go. You know what I'm saying?
So then, what else? So I mean, Corey, you can go ahead and finish whatever you was.
No, it just. I mean, I know you. It seems like you're trying to go towards the setup of like maybe leaning towards it being a setup type of thing. I definitely don't say that it's impossible because you never know, but I don't know. Dude seems to definitely have like a whole background and thing to him. It just I don't know. I don't think it's something that is like, oh, only the left does this. I think right now the left is having more issues because the right's in power. Um, but I think both sides commit a lot of political violence. So it just I don't know. It's just crazy to keep seeing them. The way that they are. I don't know. Makes you wonder.
Okay, so
What do you
what we'll
think,
do
bro?
here.
Hold on. What do you think, bro?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. So what we'll do here is I'm gonna tell you my opinion, and then I'll pose a couple of questions, back and forth, right? Um, One, I don't think that anybody uh that I don't think that you should be hurt, beat. killed, hunted, assassinated, murdered, anything for speaking words. Granted, what those words do to people, they may cut people and inflict damage beyond repair, right? But I haven't physically done nothing to you, right? So
No, I don't
I'll
agree
say,
with that fully, but I'll let you finish.
yeah, I mean that's why I'm talking, and you was listening,
My
but you
bad.
just cut me off to let
I'm
me,
sorry.
you know what I mean? Yeah. So again, my words ain't hurt you. You just don't like what I said. So that's the whole point of what I'm making right there. My words ain't hurt you. You don't like what I said. And I say that to say, but when you're in positions of power, your words invoke rage amongst certain people. And unfortunately, we live in a society where some people feel like they need to take action, right? So one, I'll say, I don't think it's right that anybody is getting trying to get assassinated, plotting to them, or anything like that, right? Um, but because of everything, the way it was thwarted, I will say this: that shit is funny as hell to me. I mean, hysterically, I laughed when I seen it. I didn't think nothing further than, oh shit, this is crazy.
You
Because
talking
once
about
you ask a certain, go ahead.
are you talking about the video of the incident?
I'm saying
Or
the whole shit is funny to me. I'm saying the dude running's funny. The point that somebody got shot, funny. Happened at the correspondence dinner. That the first one that Trump shows up to, funny. And those first, I don't mean funny like weird. I mean funny like I laughed. This shit is so comical to me. It's beyond hysterical to me.
okay.
And then the first thing that I seen, the first thing that I thought, the first thing that went through my head was, man, I bet you he gonna say something about that ballroom. First thing they say, man, the ballroom, it wouldn't have been. Oh man, the next thing, oh man, this is no president has ever survived this many attempts. And she did not saying that you're wrong. It might have been 5 or 6, Corey. The lady on the White House spokesman, she or spokesperson, whatever she is, she said the third attempt. Right? So I'm gonna assume that the 3 attempts is the golf course situation, right? That they thwarted and arrested that guy. That's what I would say. What you asked Lando is that right there was somebody plotting. What somebody plotting, somebody planning, and then excuse me, before he could even execute or do anything, even jump into his plans beyond, they already stopped it. And like Lando said, I think a lot of situations happen like that. And not even certain things you have to allow to happen in order to like put that person in jail, right? Because I don't know how to law. I know conspiracy on the federal level is a little bit differently than the state level, but without a gun in your hand or without having a smoking gun, so to speak, or the
Right.
ammunition or
There's
the
certain steps you have to take, right, that you're saying to
yes.
to give them
So
the legal authority to step in
to
and stop
arrest
you.
you,
Right.
boom. So the golf course, then the actual, you know what I mean, where the grazing of the cartilage of his ear, right, and then this situation, right. So all three of those situations, boom, they're out there. That happened. Based off of what I know, and based off of what y'all know, do y'all think that this could have been our possibility of this being staged? Or could his other attempts be staged? Because that's one of the big things that I've heard, seen online, is a lot of people say it's staged. So, Corey, what do you think?
I mean, like I said earlier, is it possible? Yeah. I mean, there definitely is a possibility. Do I think that that's what it is, or that's the likelihood of what it is? No. Um, I think that, with like Lando earlier, he said, "Oh, it was really televised. Everyone knew about it, or everyone instantly knew about it." But like with the Reagan assassination, everyone knew about that too. They didn't see it because there's not as many cameras and cell phones and things like that in different angles. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like as we move forward in time, we're just getting into this age where like everything is recorded. there's some kind of camera angle of damn near everything somewhere. And so I don't know. To me, it's not that big of a surprise that like all this information was out immediately, because that's how a lot of things work. Now maybe it shouldn't be. They should maybe have a little bit more of a lockdown on it. But when you have a newsroom full of or a room full of news reporters and things like that, it's kind of hard to keep that in. Where it's like, oh shit, no one's gonna say anything. Like, nah, you got CNN people over here and Fox over here, or all these different big wigs for the companies. Like they all know it, so like it's not gonna stay contained. But there are some weird things. Timing of it is weird. I agree with what Tommy said. As soon as you said the ballroom thing, I was like, yep, that's exactly the same thing that I thought. Was they're gonna immediately say like, well, it's a good reason to put in the ballroom. We could secure it, and we don't have to worry about this. But I don't know. I think it was just a little bit lax security. I don't know if they just didn't think about guests that stayed the night before, and they just felt more free, and they were more focused on people coming in that day, because he checked in the night before, right? So he's already in the hotel for like the day before, and so I don't know. It definitely seems like a failure though.
We're not going to get into the particulars just yet. But you are
My
correct.
fault.
He's supposedly checked in on the 24th. So you would say, if you had to bet on this, $100 on Kalshi, right? Because ain't that his fucking, but never mind. But
Yeah,
$100 on a betting app that you could bet on this stuff, that it was staged. Would you say yes or would you say no? $100.
$90 on yes, $10 on no.
No, you got to put the whole. See, this is what I
Then
don't.
it's going on
Both.
yes.
Okay, thank you. All right, because
As
now
as in
Lando
as in no, I don't believe it was staged.
got you. Wait,
Yeah,
What?
that's why I clarified. I don't believe it was
so then it
staged.
would go it would go 100
Yeah,
on no
on
that it was
on
not
no,
staged.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, all right, cool.
That's
So you
why
don't
after I
think it
said,
was
I was
staged
like,
at
wait, hold
all?
up.
Yeah. Okay, Lando, what do you think? Staged, not staged, based off the information that you know?
Like I don't know. Like it's hard to call it because we don't really know shit. You know what I'm saying? But it seems like a weird coincidence again. Like going back to the when he got shot the first time, people point out how ears heal or ear cartilage heals and his did not heal in the same manner. And then you look at this instance, like under not even a microscope, just like a seeing eyeglass, things just look weird. Like all y'all pointed out all the weird things about it, you know what I'm saying? So to me, it seems staged. It seems like every time his I mean not activity, but his approval ratings are dipping, like something traumatic happens, you know what I'm saying?
They're always dipping.
No, 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 no.
What do you mean? They've just been steadily like.
Yeah, and so he does things to try to win back favor. Like this whole like I think that's part of the Iran thing was trying to win back favor and show how strong and mighty of a leader he is, type shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I just think this is like another thing in that type of instance where there's like he's doing something right. People want him killed, so we got to protect him. Like I think that's what they're trying to invoke in people when if this were a stage thing. Like and so going back to Bro's $100 bet, I'd put $100 on. It was staged. We'll never find out, but I'd put my money on it was staged.
Okay. So I would say just uh based off what I looked at and what I just assume I think I know, because a lot of people, whatever, might say I don't know. So I would say had to be. You know what I mean? It's too much going on. Like It's too much, bro. Have you seen how these cats ride through towns? Like the amount of traffic that that
that they
how
shut
many
down.
trucks they use, they
Right.
shut down, bro. They ride through towns. They was in West Texas, right? West Texas, the city, West. If you know anything about Texas, then you know West Texas is a small ass city. Everybody was lined up to watch it. I'm not saying I wouldn't have been there if I was in that town because I have a job or I might have been, Devin the dude on the toilet boo boo. I don't know. I'm not saying I wouldn't have been there. I might have. I don't know. All I'm saying is it's a sight to see all these cars coming through, police escorts, do all that. All that to say, there's a massive amount of security around. So you mean to tell me that this dude was hauling. First of all, joking. This is a joke. That dude don't even look fast. When they had him on the ground like that, he don't look like a guy that's like, oh man, that dude fast as hell. You know who look fast? Usain Bolt, because you seen him fast. You know who else look fast? Tyreek Hill. You know who else? Like, there's certain guys that just you can look at the dude like, oh man, that dude probably. This dude don't even look athletic. So when on the video, him running, it's just weird. It's like he had on a cloak and then just popped it off and then just kept on running. And it's just weird to me. Even in getting on posts, there's always layers to your defense, so to speak. So when you drive through the gate on post, there's somebody standing there, right? Then there's another person that's watching that person overseeing them. And then they usually have, based off what's going on now, like they have somebody with a firearm there. So that's three people. That's one guy that's gonna check you. Another guy making sure that that guy checks you. And then there's a guy that's there. So if something gets crazy, I can fire up on you if need be. If something crazy goes happen. Just say, for instance, you blow through them like that dude did. Run through. Just say you do that. They have a gate that they can put up. What I'm saying is there's means of defense to stop certain things from happening.
Parameters.
Where did this guy parameters? There we go. Where did this guy start running from? Nobody was like, shit. Everybody
Right.
was
That shit is
just.
crazy watching that video. It's the most lackadaisical security I've ever seen for all of the high profile people that's in there. You know what I'm saying?
Again, if I had to vote, I would say I would put 100 on yes, it's staged, right? So now let's get into the particulars of this particular situation, right? Uh we can go before we even get in there, the attempt on 2024 assassination West Palm Beach, Florida. That's where the guy, to me, that's where I feel like it started at. That's where his first assassination attempt. That dude was arrested with a gun. You know what I mean? Like he was on the path that they were coming down. You know what I mean? Uh, Now they have all the way back to 2016. You know what I mean, with attempts and stuff like that. But I haven't read all into it, so we're just gonna start right here. I don't know everything about the West Palm Beach, right? So I'm not even gonna tap into that, right? But to me personally, I'll just read this real quick. Ryan Roof sighted wielding a rifle in the bushes at Trump International Golf Club in West Palm Beach. Trump was golfing at the club. Secret Service shot Roof, who fled. Shot at him. He fled. Apprehended, driving away. Investigation. FBI is investigated as a assassination attempt. As of they did confirm that he did wish to kill him. 2025, April 7th, they revealed that Roof was planning an assassination attempt as early as February 2024, and with an accomplice called himself Ramiro, lived in Mexico. His trial started 2025, September 8th, found guilty on all counts on the 23rd, life in prison, and that was just set February 4th, 2026. So sounds like it might be legitimate. That's all the details that I have. But what we do know about is the shooting, right? I would personally say that the shooting out of all three of those is the realest one. And the only reason I would say that is because I don't think you play with. I don't think anybody well trained sniper, Olympic shooter, redneck in the woods, horseback fire, whatever. I don't think anybody you could tell them, hey man, graze that dude's ear at certain what was it, 100 yards or 75 yards, whatever it was, at that same yardage, graze his ear, shoot something, graze his ear, but don't hit him anywhere else. Shoot off 2 rounds, graze his ear, don't hit him anywhere else. Period. I don't think anybody would be like, oh shit, I'll do it. And don't know that. Hey man, if he just slightly move, it's over.
So
You know what I mean? Like that's the one for me that I would say wasn't a stage or a hoax. A hoax. Would we agree on that? Or do y'all feel differently?
I
I
didn't
agree.
say I wouldn't. I didn't say that. I don't think that the shooting was a hoax. I don't think that he was grazed like that.
No, no,
Like,
no, no. I'm not saying you did. I'm just asking, just so we'll have establish a baseline. But we'll talk about that because your cartilage does not grow back. But
that's
go
what I was
ahead.
talking about earlier. But yeah, I don't think the
Yeah.
shooting was a hoax because somebody actually died that day. You know what I'm saying? Somebody did actually die on the scene. So the shooting was real. I just don't think that he was grazed by a bullet like like they fed to the public like he. You know what I'm saying?
So before Corey goes, you when did he get cut? When did that happen? Because he obviously was bleeding on the stage.
It was before the election, you know what I'm saying? And it was what a lot of people say like changed people's minds and made him seem like I don't know, stronger. Like he had that great photo op of him going with his arm raised in front of the flag, you know what I'm saying, while the Secret Service is trying to pull him down type shit.
I mean,
So
it was a great picture. I mean, it was a great picture. But I'm saying, when did the injury happen then? Because he was obviously bleeding on stage. So when did that injury actually happen?
when
If
they
you
took him
saying that,
down.
so you think that somebody hurt him or
Right.
cut
Just
him or
accident
whatever?
just an accidental, you know, they trying to
Just
because
snap. Okay.
anytime you
Okay.
see some shit like that, like they always go to cover the head, you know what I'm saying, and get over the body type shit. So and he's a damn near 80-year-old man or whatever. He's got brittle skin,
Yeah.
so one of them could probably just cut him on his ear or something while they were trying to protect him, and then they just went with the narrative that the bully grazed him because it made him seem stronger or whatever. You know, I don't know.
Okay. So Corey, you think it was? Do you think the shooting was real or
Yeah,
potentially? Okay.
yeah. I mean, they got the picture of the bullet by his head, by like that much when he's talking. Like
They
there's
got
a
a picture
still
of it.
frame picture of it. Yeah, you can see the bullet flying, floating through. Like that's there. And then like the whole ear growth thing. Snopes already said that that's all BS. Like based on his injuries, his ear grew back fine. So like I don't know. I feel like that was a big thing that a lot of people said, but that's not true. He didn't have his ear blown off. So yeah, then it wouldn't regrow.
Well,
But
no,
to
but
have a
he had
2 centimeter hole put in there, it's with some stitches, it's gonna refill, which is exactly what the doctor said. So like I don't know. It just I feel like people are so hungry for I feel like the leadership is in this country is so bad that people are like starving for like, oh, this has to be it. Like it's gotta be this. And that's why conspiracy theories have like taken off these last couple of years.
yeah, I feel that.
Um, I just feel like they're looking for some kind of direction because like they're not getting it from leadership, and whether that's Trump, Biden, I don't think
Right.
either one of them have been especially great, especially these last Trump's second term and Biden's only term.
Okay. So I think we can all well, I can say we all agree. But we'll just say that situation happened, right? We all say that. It all happened. We all seen it, right?
Yeah, we just
Boom.
may disagree on the severity of the injury.
Correct.
Severity of the injury or
Correct.
the
Correct.
outcome of
Correct.
the injury or how the injury actually took place, right? And I will say this. Now I'm not. Doesn't matter. So this third attempt, the goofiest attempt ever, right? This is it's so comical to me. So let's just start here. This dude, his name is uh what's his name? Cole Allen.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, with Thomas somewhere in there. Cole
Thomas is his
Allen
middle name,
Thomas.
and is Tomas because there's no H, which made me immediately think like,
Now I understand.
where's this guy from? That's
Okay.
weird.
What does that mean?
Where's he from?
Wait,
Americans.
you telling me he's an illegal?
You can be an
No, I'm
American
not
with the
saying
name
that.
Tomas.
I'm not saying you can't be. Normally, Americans spell their name Thoms. Oh, excuse
Not
me,
if your name is
Tho.
not if your name is
What?
Tomas.
Yeah, because it's spelled different. Shut up, Lando.
I'm just
So,
saying.
I mean, yeah. What I'm saying is, it's just that's a weird way to spell an American Thomas name.
But
That's
his
just
name
for
ain't
me.
Thomas. His name is Tomas.
You're right. So then so from there, the guy looked. I mean, hey, whatever. He did what he did. They subdued him. What type of firearm did they say he had? Do y'all know?
No, he had a shotgun.
Okay,
A
Lando, you
shotgun?
tracking that? Top for we, yeah, you tracking that? You wasn't tracking that?
I didn't know that. No.
Okay, cool. I'm tracking the same thing, Corey. I'm tracking a shotgun too, right?
Yeah, and a
So
handgun. I thought.
What he thought he was gonna get up like 12 feet
I
on
I
Trump?
I,
Just blast him.
I didn't hear about a handgun. I've only
You
heard
gotta
about a shotgun.
you gotta read the memo. Have you read the memo?
Nah.
His memo. Oh shit, we probably should have sent it to you. Uh, yeah, we probably should have sent it to you because it's crazy. It's not well, whatever. So
My bad.
when I'm tracking, he had a shotgun, right? He had a shotgun. Now, granted, they do make sawed offs. They make smaller shotguns that you could conceal carry more easier than what we consider like a shotgun down your leg, where you got to walk like the dude off Men in Black. You know what I mean? Wait, you don't think you
Where,
can still
where,
carry a
where,
shot,
how, did he come down the hotel and then pull the shotgun out of a case? Like, how the fuck?
bro? You never seen a sawed off shotgun,
I see
I
it,
think
but
you're thinking of like Elmer
you
Fudd's
still
shotgun.
it's a hotel. Like, you're not just casually walking around. It's still, like, I get it's a sawed-off shotgun or whatever, but what, did he just pull it out and then take off running? Like,
no, he was running. You don't see it. So when he was
I seen
running,
the video of him
when
running, of him, like, running
apparently
through or
that's when
whatever.
he pulled it out. I'm with you. I'm with you 100%. I'm with you 100%. This is my whole point. So whenever he decided to start running, this isn't an event where people are running. So like if you just sit in the roof, Chris, and just see somebody running, you ain't just you there's nothing in your antennas that's gonna be like, oh shit, nothing. And if you're
People
security,
got some
you're
low
not like, hey
situational
man.
awareness, and then the security is even worse. Yeah,
So okay, boom, he was passing with the shotgun. Are we all tracking that somebody got shot, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, boom. Quick question. I don't know if y'all know all about guns, and I'm not the biggest gun guy, but I know a couple of things. What type of bullets come with shotguns? Like, there's like, is there like two types, right? Am I
Buckshots and
Buckshot and
birdshots.
slugs.
Yeah.
no buckshots and slugs? So you got pellets or you got slugs,
Yeah.
right? So what is it? A pellet's gonna pepper you down. It could kill you, right? I'm not saying it won't kill you, but I'm saying you get peppered down, meaning that you'll have, depending on how close you are to somebody, you'll have a lot of wounds, or a big wound if you were close enough to them. Or if you have a slug, it's gonna be one massive wound. It's gonna knock a mean ass chunk out you.
Is that what Dick
This
Cheney
guy that
shot
got
Buddy with?
say again.
Is that what Dick Cheney shot Buddy with? It made him apologize for getting shot.
A bird. It was. They was hunting quail. So yeah, it was birdshot, and he made him. Yeah, that's what birdshot do to you. Pep you up real nicely, make you apologize to your attempted murderer. You know what I mean on national TV. It's guys, he didn't mean to do it, but so long story short, somebody gets shot. Me personally, I don't think Buddy shot him because if he had a shotgun, if it's either a slug or it's a pet, or if it's birdshot, bruh, he got grazed with a
Or he's
slug.
missing a limb. You know what
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, it's something got to give, man. Something has to give. So
So
that's weird to me. Go
so
ahead.
I was reading right here. It says he was according to DC police, he was armed with a shotgun, a handgun, and multiple knives. And then the officer or secret, I think it was Secret Service guy who got shot. It was in his chest, but he had his
Vest on.
vest on,
Yeah.
so he ended up being all right. I think he shot with the handgun, and then in his memo, like he addressed the shotgun and the reason why he picked buckshot over slugs, which is I don't know. He seems like the nicest. Well, I guess at the end he did sign it. Your friendly assassin or something like that. It was something along those lines. But yeah, he was like, I'm gonna use buckshot that way it doesn't go through the walls and kill other people. And I'm like, it's considerate for someone
He
trying
So
to
really
murder a
thought
bunch
he
of
was gonna
people.
get up in that room and just be by himself, blowing people away. Like security wasn't gonna do shit.
so again, so I don't know. Again.
And it
So
seems to be valid because
originally,
they didn't
what
do shit. They let it run by.
originally originally what was said was that he got a shot off. Somebody got grazed or was hitting the arm, and the person that was down wasn't him at first. That was the officer because the first person that you seen down was a person wearing black pants, and that was supposedly somebody from the officer or whoever. And then the next images that you seen was the person laying down in the shirtless, and that was him, right?
Mhm.
So the first thing they saying he got grazed or whatever. So I'm like, doesn't make sense. Then the story comes out that he was shot in the chest, right? And again, brother, I don't know who the fuck you are running full speed, getting off center mass shots, bro. I don't know, bro. I watch people train for shit like this, and they can't. This is stuff that's impossible. John Wick is a movie, bro. That shit ain't real. Granted, you can do certain things in controlled environments,
The dude
bro.
that got
There's
shot,
no, you
he got
don't know
shot.
what's gonna
Did they
happen.
say he was shot by the shotgun or the handgun?
The handgun is what they're saying that he fired off with. And he was able to get a shot off with that as he's running through. Pow! Got it off. You know what I mean?
Right.
And kept pushing. You know what I mean? Okay, cool, whatever. It's just crazy to me
Oh
to
my
even
God, it's
believe that
Jason
somebody.
Bourne.
Come on, man. Yeah, was it? Oh my god. Yeah, like that. Come on, man. It's just crazy to me. And
I
then on
still don't
top of that,
understand. So going with your story, you know what I'm saying? That means that security was standing around outside of the party, saw this man just standing there, pull out his gun, and then run through them, and then they acted like I still don't understand what he was doing. Like, did he come around the corner already running with a gun in his hand? Like,
so
what the fuck was? How did?
so this is
What
what
was the approach?
I would have to. We would probably have to look out the layout of that
Right.
hotel, right,
Yeah,
to see. Because one thing I will say is, just like you go to a hotel, right,
yeah,
and most of them big ass hotels, like they're gonna have a convention center or band halls, banquet halls, stuff
right.
like that. That normal people can't get access to if you don't have a key, right? So if I have a key, I can walk through an area to get to it's another area that you probably just can't get to if you're just coming off the street. So, i.e., that's where I'm gonna check into that hotel because I know I have that access. Also, I can be able to bring my guns in like the Las Vegas shooter shit. I could bring my guns in, hide them in the suitcase, prepare, do everything, all that preparation. The crazy have they went to his room?
I haven't
But
heard anything about it.
bruh, that would be the first place you. But whatever. So you can prepare easier, and then for me, what I'm thinking is he just took off running, ran by security, and then whipped out a gun, supposedly, and then. But we see them shooting at him. That's what we see. That we see the dude get down like that. And if you watch on the video as he's running through, there's a guy at the bottom that points immediately up. I don't know if he fires around, but there's a guy that's right there that he runs by. And before he even pulls out his gun, it seems like he like that, and then pulls out his gun like he hesitates. Hesitation could just be like, oh shit, or it could be him receiving a round. I don't know who, where, whatever, how,
Right.
but to me, I would chalk it more. Maybe it's friendly fire. That's what I would say. You know what I'm saying? And then my last point would be the manifesto shit. Why does everybody have a manifesto? Like
It,
nobody just out here doing wild shit and just thugging it. Like everybody's,
no.
oh man, I'm gonna write down. I'm gonna call my mom. Hey mom, I love y'all, but something bad is happening in Washington tonight. Where you at, baby? I'm in Washington. Like, come on, man. Like, it shit is just astrid. Even with the dude that shot at him, he wrote. No, excuse me. That was Bella Chala, Bella Chalo. And if you're reading this, you're gay. Like, come on, man. Like, it's just crazy for me to like. Everybody has a manifesto. Everybody. And then where did y'all find this at? He had it in his pocket.
Well, okay.
He was just running around with it.
Hold on. So I don't like what you're talking about is somebody just doing it for the love of the game, and those people get taken out real quick, and their actions are never tied really to whatever cause or whatever like they want it to be, like unless they do something really, I guess, dramatic or die with whatever that, but that I guess would be a manifesto on their shirt, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, you know what I'm saying, if they die screaming you fuck kids or something while they're being shot, like because that's what they're uh passionate about or whatever. But everybody else, the people like the people that we know about, they leave manifestos because by now they know, like even if they get caught or whatever, or they get killed, like the investigation is gonna find all of this shit. So people are gonna find out, and it'll be publicized or whatever. And then boom, they have their manifesto. But the people that you're talking about that just snap and just do it, or just do it for the love of the game, there is no rhyme or reason to it. You know what I'm saying? It'll just happen, and there will be no evidence as to why. It'd just be a crazy instance of somebody just snapped and went crazy, tried to shoot the president instead of this 6 month plan that this dude has been sitting in his room planning out. You know what I'm saying? And then he left this manifesto behind to be read. You know, it's like a
So
suicide
you
note.
think that?
Like a
So
suicide
you
note.
think that? You think that he you do a suicide note and don't even get shot?
What's up?
You do it. You write a suicide note and you don't even get shot.
He thought he was going
Like
to get
He
shot, bro.
thought he was going to
no,
get
he
shot. Like,
didn't, bro.
He
You you
wrote it
you
in
you
the in the
bro. You
manifesto. He wrote that he was
you
going to get killed.
cannot tell me that you think you're gonna get shot if you let off one shot running, bro. Like what? Like I'm not. Do you know what people that really want to hurt people do? They hurt people. They hurt them. Like that's what people that really want when that dude that was if he was really going after Trump, bro, laying in bushes with an assault rifle, an AR, the blackout 5.56 223, 30-06, whatever it is. If you're laying in the bushes waiting for somebody in a golf cart, 9 times out of 10, if they come across you and you get to hitting, you're going to hit a target. You're not laying in the bushes playing around. You're not. The reason he left is because somebody shot at him. You know what I'm saying? He probably didn't get off any shots because the person that he wanted to shoot at wasn't there. This guy ran into a thing, wrote a manifesto, didn't even shoot it, didn't even with the cops. Like so, it's just crazy to me because most people that write manifestos they die. And exactly what Lando's saying, they write a manifesto so their story can be told. Why I did this. You're not gonna run with whatever narrative that you want to put out about me. Oh, that I was that I
So
had a trans different girlfriend and all this type. You're not about to put this story out about me. What you're gonna do is you're gonna tell the real story about what I really felt. And the real story is in this paperwork. That's just for me. For me, that's what I think about. Because again, I'm running with the pretense that this might be staged. That's what I'm running with. That's where my whole thought process come through. And again, you stopped it from happening. There was never no real threat to you at all as the president when it comes down. It's not like it's rigged with bombs or nothing like that. He didn't even make it anywhere. And then on top of that, the FBI director was there. Drunk as a motherfucker, might I add. And I don't know if he was, but he was there, right?
Oh,
And we'll talk about that. But go ahead.
if he didn't get anywhere though, then how are we saying like the security was lax? Like I feel like it can't be both, right?
right, I was going to ask
Like
the same.
No, he didn't.
Either Trump wasn't in danger because that's like you said earlier. What's the layout? Like I want to see on an overhead, like how far did the shooter get? What's the layers of defense? Because clearly he got past the first one, but then he hit the second one. And then the only other thing I'll say why I don't think it was faked is that the letter that he wrote, if it's real, you can tell by the way he wrote it, he's thinking that he's going to die because he's thinking, thank my friends, thank my colleagues, thank my students, blah, blah, blah. So clearly he's thinking he's going to die. But if it's fake, at the end of it, he said he changes the whole mood and he goes like, all right, done with the sappy stuff. Now, what the hell is the Secret Service doing? He's like, I expected high security cameras at every bin, bugged hotel rooms, armed agents every 10 feet. What I got, no security. Sorry, keep scrolling up. Yeah, I'm about to fucking punch this thing. No security, no transport, not in the hotel, not in the event. Sorry, not in the transport, not in the hotel, not in the event. And he said he felt like everyone there was just arrogant. Like they didn't have to worry about like, oh, we got this shit locked down. And he's basically like, oh, y'all are all focused on all these people outside, and I'm fucking right here. And so I feel like if you're going to make it a fake shooting, you would probably leave out such a damning report or report
Or
about your Secret Service. Like, let's just not put that in there because that makes
or
us look fucking really bad.
Or the whole point is to move this and get that ballroom approved so that way Secret Service can have a controlled environment. So the problem with Secret Service is not necessarily their lack of security. The problem is the outside sources that they cannot control. That's why it's always better to have a situation inside of a building that we can fully control. I'm gonna get there 2 to 3 days before. I'm gonna do my rounds or however long before. I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna do my rounds and I'm gonna go search and do all this shit and find out everything I can find out. And then I'm gonna allow my diamond in the rough or my president or my whoever to come in here. And then I know that there's no ways to do this and do that just based off of what all my information. So when I go into a strange area, we're limited on time. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have the means to just tell whatever hotel, hey man, shut that down for a year so I can make sure nobody's in there and nothing funny goes on. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like you're limited. And then also with that, like I know they got enough money to shut that hotel down and say, hey man, from this date to this date, if they're not a constituent, if they're not a person that's invited to this dinner, they cannot be here. Period. The hotel's probably gonna say, well, you know, there's probably people that's here that don't have nothing to do with what you got going on that's spending big money. And I think it's wrong that, this ain't gonna happen or whatever. It might not. Who knows? I don't know. So if it's that simple as a no for you, then it should have been just as simple to ask for it. And apparently it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say I'm not saying that their security was over tight. I'm just saying, if you're running by security, if you're running by running, if you're running by security in an area that's secure, you're not supposed to be in, that's a failure at any point in level. That's where you fail. What reason I say he didn't even get inside the ballroom. That's why I say Trump really wasn't in danger. He didn't have a fucking rocket launcher for the love of Allah and just you know what I mean? He had a pistol and a shotgun and knives. So now, if he would have took out a lot of people and had those throwing knives, oh yeah, you know, yeah, whole different ball game. You know what I mean? But
Came
for
around the
me,
corner.
I wouldn't consider him in danger, and I would consider them as a failure. And also everything in that letter kind of like says exactly why you want the ballroom,
Yeah.
which is crazy because like you're about to be out of there, but you want the ballroom. You want the ballroom there. You want the ballroom. Okay, and this is a perfect quote unquote plot ploy to get the ballroom. Hey, this is how you. Hey man, this is exactly the reason why I wouldn't even be here, dog. Wouldn't even happen, man. Because motherfucker wouldn't even been able
That's
to
all I'm
check
trying
in,
to
man.
say. In a hotel like that, like the regular hotel security would have seen Buddy before he got to that event. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how lockdown they'd have been. Just going back to what we was talking about before we even started, and talking about YOLO instance and how they reviewed the camera. Like they know who's on the property and who's moving around, and if they have a high profile area, they're not letting regular Joes anywhere near that area. Like you're not even going to be know that that area is not there for you to access because they're going to have you so redirected. You know what I'm saying? Like so again, for him to get as close as he did is so abnormal. Like it's ridiculous. It's such a
Yeah.
lapse in security. It's ridiculous.
Then on top of that, the the orange guy is he's a character, man. I'm gonna tell you that right now. This dude's he's a character. He can't even admit that he failed. Like that's it's insane to me.
He's never
Like
been
he,
able to do that shit.
bro, he can't admit that man. I failed. He said I wanted to see what was going on. They that's why I didn't get up immediately, huh? Like, all right, okay, cool. You want to see, you want to. He said, I didn't want to make. Okay, cool.
Maybe you
Nah,
You
about it.
stand
Maybe
up,
you
you
about
start
it. Got
walking
it.
off. You fall. You fall. It's clearly on tape. You fall, and then you say to the reporter, "Oh, they told me to get down. They told you get the.
the
Come
only
on,
thing I
man,
will say is the first part. You know, you can't. I don't know. You never know.
bro. He's an 80-something-year-old man. Your hearing's not that good. You don't move that fast. You don't operate that quick. So when and again,
Yeah,
somebody was just talking to him. So somebody's
I
talking to
just
you. You hear
I just mean like I don't think as the president you want to throw like the Secret Service under the bus and be like, oh yeah, they failed, right? Like so you probably want to. So in that instance, I understand why he probably said like, oh no, they did great. Now the him falling part, they told me to get down. Like, okay, yeah, you're just lying. You can just admit like, yeah, I fucking tripped. Like I look like Joe Biden going up that
He'll never say
stairs on the
that.
airplane.
Nah, he'll say the
No, he
gravity
won't. He
fucked up
won't.
on
wait,
And that's
all of
one of the
Earth
things I
for half a second. You know what I'm saying? Before he says he failed.
Yep.
I
That's one
don't
of the things I
so
hate about Trump is that's the type of person he is. He will not admit. He'll just double down on it.
Yeah.
so when we say when I don't think that they failed. I think they had a failure. And let me
Mhm.
clarify that if I did. I don't think that the Secret Service and their security failed completely. I think they had a failure. And that failure was this particular point right there. Now, it might be 5 steps to failing. You know what I mean? But step one, you failed that part. Step two, three, four, five, you did good. So you didn't fail the whole thing. You just
Yeah.
had a failed part. You just had a failure in your
It's
process.
a pretty
And the
big
reason I
component.
said that is because they stopped them from getting, huh? Say what?
I said it's a pretty big
I,
component they failed on. At the
granted,
front
and
door,
this is
but
why this is my caveat to that would be the quote unquote secret area or the area. He never got into that area.
right.
So when they got to Trump, so to speak, when Secret Service and the armed guards, armed agents, or whoever got to Trump, bro, I think they did it in quote unquote record time. Not even record time, but I think they did it in a time fashion what everybody else would have did. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to react. You can be so proactive to a certain extent, but you have to react. And unfortunately, in their situation, they're waiting for something to happen to react. So soon as the gunshots happen, everybody's tracking like, what the fuck? The Secret Service is probably, yo, is somebody, they're hearing it. They run up there and they get to him. Get off the stage. We got to get you out of there. Granted, the dude that's already doing this is shut down, but there could be others here. Now, if
Right.
somebody would have jumped up and started hitting in the actual ballroom, completely failure. We failed. It's over, bro. We're back at the assassination attempt. We failed completely. Security failed completely. There's no failure part. This whole thing is failed.
That
But that's just my
if
thought
that
process
happened, that
behind it.
would probably launch some way bigger shit. That would probably be some coup d'etat type shit. If there was somebody already sitting in the crowd, and like it'd be like, well, okay, well, this is clearly a conspiracy. What the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's why I say like at that particular time it'd be complete failed, right? So from this, thinking with your White House hat on and your security hat on, right? Not even who's in there, but just based off of what just happened. Uh, how do we prevent this from happening again, or I prevent it from happening again, or put yourself in a better situation where it doesn't happen?
Stop being so cheap on security. Like a better trained security team. Like I don't think that would have happened. Like I think he would have tried to run up the same, but I don't think he would have got anywhere near as far or as close. I think he would have been spotted like way before that. I don't even think like it's crazy. It's weird to me that he was checked into the hotel the day before, just as a casual. But then again, like it a hotel shouldn't just shut down complete operations because it's hosting the White House Correspondents' Dinner. I guess you know what I'm saying. So then again, that goes back to me saying before that the hotel's own security would have had that section of the hotel cordoned off, and the hotel staff would have made no reference to the regular people to anything on that side of the hotel. All the focus would have been to all the events going on this side of the hotel. So he like it's just a weird situation to me that some regular Joe Schmo was able to come around a corner at full speed and do this, you know?
He was running. He was hauling ass. And now
So
he
he
might
looked
be
like
he
the
might be
Flash
a
in the
fast
video.
motherfucker too now. He might be because he don't look fast, but he might be like,
Right.
oh yeah, dude been fast since he's the fastest kid on the block for years, man. It's just what he does. That's just what he does, man. You know, so Corey, what do you think? What do you think? How do we prevent this or like what do we do?
Shit. I mean, outside of trying to get better security, I don't really see it changing. We just seem to be getting like more polarized. So whether it's a Democrat in a couple years or a Republican or whoever, like I feel like shit's still going to be happening. Like Lando said, multiple attempts on Obama. I'm sure there was multiple attempts on Biden. There was other attempts during Trump's. But yeah, I mean, invest in security, and maybe don't do so many like the open events, like when he was doing his rallies and stuff. Like the Butler incident that was at a rally. So, maybe hold off on those or change the setup. Maybe talk behind a glass podium or something. I don't know. Um, but I definitely think the security did fail. Like you said, it may not have been a complete failure because ultimately everyone who needs to be or everyone's alive, so
Right.
it's not a failure, but you still failed in certain aspects of it for sure.
Right.
Yeah, man, and I just had to look that up, man. Can't find nothing about it.
What?
Assassination attempts on Biden.
I know Trump had like a couple, and then there's this
No,
dude who
I
showed
said
up.
Biden.
Yeah, but you said there was three on Trump, so I was just saying there was a couple others.
No,
Um,
no, there's no. So there's Wikipedia has like a lot. Uh, 20 something actually, but uh as for me recognizing, I can only recognize three that I would consider, and then some of the like the Ryson one and the
yeah, I seen
attempted
that one.
drugging from somebody who was coming in from Canada and all this that those type of things, like they could be, what I mean, these could be just like Lando said, the plot and ploys that get broken way before they can even try to fully. I know that you're about. I'm just waiting for you to come pick this up. So once you come pick this up, I'm gonna go arrest you, and then I know that everything that you said you was trying to do, I'm a foil it before it even gets anywhere in the footsteps working. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah,
But I don't see anything for Biden. I don't think any. I think it.
I don't either.
I'll tell you like my boy. Damn, what's his name? He's a comedian too. Ah man, he just had it. Shane Gillis. He said Biden to be the first president you can punch assassinate. Oh man, that's funny. Uh
The dude's frail.
but yeah, that's what the whole thing about it was how weak he is. And then he said if he said Trump would get assassinated, it'll be the funniest because he'll say something like the guy walking up like like that dude walking up to him, sit down, you're gay. It's like, no, God, you're still gay. All right, man, let me stop, man. Ah, man, Lando's sitting there like a serious guy.
He's like, I don't find any of this funny.
Yeah, I don't find
I'm
assassination attempts
actually
funny.
no, no, no. Like I was just letting y'all have y'all moment, but like I'm still up in the air on Shane Gillis. I don't know. Like sometimes he's funny, sometimes he's not. So I don't know.
Hmm.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes he's talking and sometimes he's not.
Right?
Okay. Yeah, that's odd. You
It's just
like
my
Ari?
personal opinion.
I know, but I'm saying so. Well, since we're here, let's dig in. Like you, so comedy wise, who do you like? Like your best comedian? Top
Like
who's your
right
top
now,
comedian? Just period. Just
uh, Dave
mine's is Paul
Chappelle.
Mooney.
What?
Paul Mooney is mine.
Okay, cool. I was gonna say Dave Chappelle, probably the one that I've watched the most personally.
Okay, Corey, who's yours?
Yeah, I'd have to mimic that. Dave Chappelle is definitely up there, but I mean, I used to watch a lot of the old Daniel Tosh stuff. George Carlin is hilarious. Like I mean,
Right.
there's a
I've
lot of
watched a
people that I
lot of
used to watch a lot.
comedians, you know what I'm saying? But I guess I was just taking the question as the one I've watched the most, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like your favorite. Who's your number one comedian?
Yeah,
My
this
bad,
You
Lana.
say
I was
that?
this
just
would be
expanding.
Chappelle, Dave Chappelle, yeah.
Yeah, see, Lando gonna box you in right there. So from there, who's the worst comedian to you? Mine's would be Marlon Wayans or Chris Tucker.
Wow. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I don't have an opinion on worst comedian. I don't know. I've
And
never
I'm just
I've
talking
never thought
stand up.
about that.
You never watched the, but you just said that Shane Gillis is funny sometimes, but not funny. So there's times where you watch him and you say that's not funny. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm trying to do is just get down to a basis of
Okay, I
what you
guess
consider funny.
worst comedian to me probably like I don't really know it. I don't know his name. The dude that is it Bert Kreischer? I don't know. I don't know if
Hmm.
him or him
Russian
and
Yeah.
Tom
dude.
Segura. I don't know which one is which, but the one.
Tom Segura has his shirt on. Bert always has his shirt off.
Yep.
All right, the one who always has his shirt off.
I agree. But he does say funny things. Corey, go ahead. Who's your worst?
Shit.
Brandon T. Jackson. My bad. My bad. Brandon T. Jackson. The dude that played on
Is he a comedian? I thought he was just an
yeah,
actor.
he does stand up comedy. He does stand up comedy too. My brother went and seen him in person, said it was the worst situation ever, to the point where he never mind, I'm not even gonna talk but go ahead, Corey, because I'll tell y'all that offline because it's rude.
Um, I mean, a lot of people liked Amy Schumer for a while. I couldn't stand her. And then honestly, I'd have to say, and it's a different Chris. I'd have to say Chris Rock. I cannot stand the way that he does comedy. It irritates the living shit out of me. I can't stand it.
Wow.
Okay, that's a take. That's a take.
Yeah, unless I'm mixing up Chris's, I'm pretty sure I'm talking about the right one.
We're talking about
The
Uh,
one
no
that got
sex in the
slapped.
champagne room.
yeah, yeah. Can't
Wow.
his stand up can't do it.
Okay,
Everything else, like in movies and stuff, hilarious. I think he's funny too, but can't stand his like just the way he. I can't do it. It's too much for me. And he repeats the same thing like 6 times. It's like, dude, okay, like
that's
come
part of
on,
the
let's
joke.
go.
That's how you. It's part of the joke structure.
Nah, it needs to not be part of the
You
joke
don't
for
get
me.
funny.
For
You
me.
don't get funny. Ah,
For
So then
me.
okay, Lando, what about Kevin Hart?
he's cool. He hasn't like been as funny, I guess, lately, but he's good.
Okay, Cedric the Entertainer?
Damn, I haven't. He's all right. We just going down lower and lower down the
That's what
scale.
I'm trying to find somebody. I'm trying to find because to me Shane Gillis is funny.
Yeah.
I find him hilarious. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I'm
he's
trying to
funny. He's
find.
funny, but he has a lot of just not funny moments to me. Like that's why he's.
That's what I'm saying. Like what? Like
What
you're talking
moments?
about like podcasting or
I guess
stand
it's
up.
podcasting and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
But
cool.
even in
Okay.
his
Then I'm
stand
off
up
of it.
too. Even in his stand up, like I've never watched a full Shane Gillis thing and just thought everything he said was hilarious. There's been a bunch of times where I'm just like I don't really fuck with that. So that's why I say he's iffy to me. Like it's just bit by bit. There's some bits that I think he's funny, and there's some shit where it's just like I don't fuck with that at all.
Why? Because of the
Subject matter, I guess, and shit like that. I guess
subject
it's
matter.
all that shit.
Because a
What's the
lot of people don't
subject?
I
like
don't know.
a
I don't
lot of
know.
people don't like
I
his
don't know. Like
subject.
I don't. I guess I can't figure him out. So that's
He's a
why I
pro
said
Trumper
it's
to a certain extent.
what?
They say he's a pro Trumper to a certain extent.
It's not that. It's just certain shit like this. It's not that at all. It's just certain shit people joke about. There are some comedians that joke about shit that I just don't find funny or don't connect with. So I don't laugh. It's not like everything Dave Chappelle says I 100% connect with. You know what I'm saying? There's shit that he says that I don't connect with as well. It's just for with Shane Gillis, there's a way bigger gap. So that's why I was just like, huh.
Okay. Yeah, I was just trying to figure that part out because I mean I think Shane Gillis is a funny guy. My coworker, he
Huh.
don't like him at all. He don't like Shane Gillis. He don't like Theo Vaughn. He don't like
Yeah.
Joe Rogan.
I've
He
never
don't like
seen
Tom
Theo Vaughn do
Segura.
a
He don't
stand
like
up, so I can't judge him. You know what I'm saying?
well
Joe Rogan is
his stand
trash,
up. He
so
did.
he sucks. So I can confidently say that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
not a
think Joe
fan of Joe
Rogan's a
Rogan.
better podcaster than he is a comedian, but
Yeah.
also I don't think Joe
That's
Rogan's
not saying
funny.
much either because he sucks at that too.
I'm saying I don't think I think Joe Rogan has got to a point where Joe Rogan is Joe Rogan, so you being on Joe Rogan is more important than who you are to Joe Rogan. You see what I'm saying? So like
Yeah.
he don't have to make good content. He just got to get you on his show. And you're gonna make the content for him, i.e., they're gonna give him questions to ask, and then he may do a little diving into or whatever. That's why it's so beneficial when he talks about stuff that he likes to do, i.e., hunting, killing, pillaging.
Yep.
Let me stop. But like just doing whatever he wants to do. But there's a lot of people that don't like. Well, it's a lot of people, but that group of people that go there is well, that's why I was trying to figure out and where your comedy level was at. But it's more like along the lines of what you would consider tasteful jokes. So you're not
I
like
guess
really into
no,
dark
it's not
humor.
that. I guess you know what I'm saying. I'm open. I'm open to hearing crazy shit. I guess you know what I'm saying. But really, yeah. I guess if you really boil it down, I guess I'd like a tasteful joke other than some crude shit. I guess
Okay.
if that's what you're trying to break it down to.
No, no. I'm just so dark humor to me is funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dark humor is cool too, but I don't. I
I'm, t-
guess I
I'm, t-
don't
I'm
need
like,
like what's my man's name? I can't even. Damn, I can't think of his name, but he has some of the best dead baby jokes you've ever heard. You know what I'm saying? But
Anthony Jeselnik.
yes, you know what I'm saying. But
Yeah, that's all you had to
but it's
say.
not
I knew who
Shane.
it was.
Yeah, but it's not Shane Gillis. You know what I'm saying? Like Anthony Jeselnik, I don't have the same ear for as Shane Gillis. Like Anthony Jeselnik, I'm just open for what he's about to say because I know it's probably gonna be funny. But with Shane Gillis, I don't listen to him the same way because it just doesn't hit the ear the same way. I guess you know it's not as funny to me.
okay. But comedy is like my dream life. You know what I mean? If I could do comedy, I would have fucking did it a long time ago. But there's this old guy that does it that always gives me every time I see his videos. I be like, man, I could do it. Like, he's like 80 and doing comedy. I'm pretty sure he's
Yeah,
not worried about the money, but it's just like
nah.
he's
I think I know
doing it,
who you're
having
talking about.
fun,
That nigga just be up there snapping, just jokes. I
just
just
having fun, man.
yeah.
Just got jokes for
You fuck
days,
with
man. That's it.
Ali Sadiq?
Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, hell yeah. That's my boy. I fuck with him. Storytelling's immaculate.
Yeah.
Uh that's one of the hardest things for me to do, like in my mind, is to tell a story, have people laugh, chime in, and then you can keep on with that same story after three or four people interrupted or you just got off. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to say, oh man, where was I at? And then people engage the whole time. They stay engaged to know who Tony is. So then when you say Tony at the end of your set, man, that's some Tony shit. Everybody laughs because they realize who Tony is. That's like an amazing talent to have people captivated that long. That's something we ain't even mastered on this podcast. People don't tune in that long. They don't tune in that long. Hell, bro went to sleep last podcast. So,
Bro, there's this part where all you see is like just part of his hat. And so I was like trying to match it with my hat and like leaning. And as soon as I did it, I don't know if that's when, but yeah, it was funny.
yeah, man. Hey, y'all got anything before we get out of here?
Nah, man. That's crazy.
And Corey,
Nah, man, check out
NBA
KVA
work.
Works. Yep. That's all I got. It's been I've been busy lately with the house, so I haven't posted much, but feel free to look through my shit and
Suck a
hit me
dick,
up.
y'all.
Nope. Ain't gotta do
What's
that.
up? Like I was, my man
That's not a
promoting some
button.
shit,
That's
and
not a button
that's
that I
not a
added
part
to
of
my
KVA
profile.
work. It's not a part of it unless you want that customly, and you got to hit Corey for that customly. Don't come to BrosTalk for that. Go directly to Corey for that, not me, not
I just like
Lando. Matter of fact, because
I like
Lando
the
wanted
scramble
and he
that it
said it or
does.
whatever.
That
Yeah.
Don't
seems
come
like a
to
Let
me.
Shane
let's
Gillis joke
let
just to
Lando
throw out
screen
there,
it.
just some random shit and see how y'all handle it.
Okay, yeah. If that's how you take it, I don't want it. Yeah, if that's how you take Shane Gillis, yeah, I get why you feel like you feel about him. Because that was crazy. That was insane. At the end of my boy's promotion, too. Suck a dick, y'all.
I feel like
That's
you would do
crazy.
that.
Jesus Christ. Hey. Oh, God. Hey, man.
I'm
Well,
telling you.
we Appreciate y'all tuning in. KBA Works. Shout out to my boy Lando. Shout out to King Dano. Shout out to Corey. KBA Works. T Broski. BrosTalk. We out of here.
Another session with the bros. Bros talk. Where the beer's ice cold.